Hey everybody, it's Challeng from Southern Charm, and this is my second recording of this video. Earlier today, when I was using the test for Sony Movie Maker 13, I accidentally, I'm not sure how I did it, deleted the photos of my hair, the video where I was telling you about the challenge. So it is 11 o'clock on a Friday night, and I'm going to re-record this, and hopefully I'm going to use the old editor until I can figure out what I'm doing with the Sony one. So this is my hair. I just finished washing it and I flat ironed it. It's not as straight as it was when the beautician did it, but I think you'll get the gist of it. So basically, this is my video for my second castor oil challenge. And for those of you who haven't seen or don't know about castor oil, I'm going to link my first video below so you can go and see that one. Some of the information I'm about to tell you is repetitive because there isn't a lot of new information on castor oil. Definitely read the comments below the first video to see other people who had questions or were interested in doing the challenge. But first of all, I want to give you information about castor oil, and then I will go into the challenge. Castor oil is a humectant, which means that it pulls moisture into the hair, and I have my notes, sorry. It has several different vitamins, such as vitamin E, has a lot of minerals and proteins, and it is antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. It contains omega-6 essential fatty acids, which are needed to help hair grow. The majority of the fatty acids is ricin acid, which is an unsaturated fatty acid, and it helps with pain relieving and anti-inflammatory. So basically what that means is that putting castor oil on your hair is going to provide nutrients through the hair follicle down into it, stimulating hair growth. The anti-inflammatory is going to keep your hair follicles open so that they're more inclined to release the hair. It's antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. So if one of those things are preventing your hair from growing, it's going to eliminate that or reduce its appearance so that it encourages your hair to grow. And one's side effect of castor oil is that it does make your hair darker. As I was telling someone in one of the previous video on castor oil, not where you're blonde and now you're going to be a brunette. It just makes your hair richer in a deeper hue, but it's not going to change your hair color. I hope that makes sense. Now, for some of you wanting to know what's the difference between Jamaican black castor oil and the clear castor oil, it's basically how it's been processed. And someone had mentioned to me that I misinformed someone on the processing, and I double checked, and I even went to castor oil's website just to make sure, and it was the information that they presented is the same that I did in the video. And that clear castor oil is basically a refined castor oil, and basically all the minerals and nutrients are taken out. There are several different ways of refining it, which it could be cold pressed, it could be heat pressed. There's several different ways of doing it, but the clear castor oil is it's more refined, and a lot of the nutrients and minerals are originally taken out during the process. They can't add it back in, and you need to read the bottle to see. It doesn't mean that it's less effective, it just means that it's processed differently. Jamaican black castor oil is processed differently in the fact that the castor beans are roasted first and then it goes through the process, and so the ash in it helps it maintain the darker color. The ash also maintains a lot of the other nutrients and things that make it so dark. So if you can't get a hold of Jamaican black castor oil, you can use regular castor oil. Just be sure that in the description it tells you that it still maintains some of its nutrients and that it's as unrefined as possible, because the rawer the minerals in it, the better. Because of all of the minerals and the anti-inflammatory and everything, it's going to improve the circulation of blood to your scalp and to your hair follicles, which is basically what's going to cause your hair to increase in growth. Jamaican black castor oil is castor oil is great for treating dandruff because of the moisture and humectant, as well as the fact that it's an oil that's going to coat your skin so your body's less inclined to produce dandruff that you'll be able to see. It prevents drying out of your skin and of your scalp. It seals and moisturizes the hair shaft, and it causes the scales on the hair shaft to seal, so therefore it's less inclined for breakage. If you have split ends, it's going to temporarily coat the hair shaft so that the split ends aren't as prevalent. So now that I've covered all of that, you're probably wondering, what is this challenge? So the castor oil challenge I'm going to be doing, round 2, is for 90 days. And you just have to use castor oil at least once per week. You can use it more if you want to, but a minimum of at least once per week. You can use it as a hot oil treatment, which is what I did before I recorded this video. You can put some inside of your conditioner. You can add some inside of your shampoo. You can use it as a sealant on your hair, which is basically applying it to the hair shafts. Just remember, if you're using it as a sealant, a little goes a long way. Because it's so thick, any hair gurus don't recommend that you use it straight, that you need to cut it. And cutting it means basically mixing it with a lighter oil so that it's not as thick, because castor oil is really thick. You can apply it to your scalp directly and use it as a massage agent, and then if you want to wash it out the next day or the day after, I've heard people do that. They're just trying to get it into their hair to stimulate it. So for those of you who are wondering what castor oil looks like, I have the Tropical Isles Jamaican Black Castor Oil. This is what the bottle looks like. And let me see if you can see how thick that is. That's pretty thick. And it's a, you can see, oops. You see that it's like a medium brown in tone. And that was so sloppy. I took the castor oil and applied it to a container that I had used previously, and I cut mine with coconut oil, and I have the organic, unrefined, pure cold pressed coconut oil, and this is what it looks like in its solid form. I just put a third of a cup in the microwave and put a third of a cup in the microwave and melted it just for like 15 seconds, and then mixed it with the Jamaican just so that it would be a lot less thick. And other oils that you can use to cut castor oil includes olive oil. You can use grapeseed oil. You can use jojoba oil. And again, I will include that in the bottom description, as well as in the link to my blog where I talk about the castor oil challenge. So that's pretty much it for the information session. Now I just want to show you my hair so that you can see the length, and then like I said, in 90 days I will come back and I will show you the difference. I want to first show you my thinnest area, so you can see right there. I think a lot of people are thin right around the crown area, but here's the other one. Before, I didn't even have this little bit of hair, and now I have this little bit of hair. So sorry I'm all over the place. I'm kind of frustrated trying to figure out the new editor, the test for the new editor, and thank goodness I didn't pay for it. But like I said, all the information about castor oil, the challenge, will be in the description below, as well as link to my previous blog, and I might create a new blog post where it has information about the new challenge and the dates. I really hope that you join me on this challenge, just so that we can encourage each other. Like I told you before, I plan on doing a lot of challenges this year versus doing resolutions. If we can encourage each other to do things to improve ourselves, then, you know, even if you slip up or make several mistakes, you got back on the horse. So that's it. I look forward to seeing you guys later. Thank you again for watching this video. I look forward to your responses, and I hope everyone has an amazing weekend, irregardless of who you're supporting on the Super Bowl. So talk to you guys later. Bye.